speaker is Dr. Neelam Bala, who has recently joined Animal Welfare Board of India as the first female veterinary secretary in the 57 years history of Animal Welfare Board. She is a renowned veterinarian from the state of Uttar Pradesh, having served the Department of Animal Husbandry for the 17 years. She has wide administrative experience as estate officer, nodal officer, and member of various committees in the Department of Animal Husbandry. She has several national and international research papers to her credit. She is also a reviewer and executive member of several journals. She is decorated with several awards like Lady Veterinarian Award, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Excellence Award, Young Scientist Award, to name a few. She is particularly interested in animal welfare and ethics for better care of homeless animals. Also, she is very keen for women empowerment in the field of animal welfare to bring a change. Welcome, Dr. Neelam.
Thank you, Dr. Uma. A very good afternoon to all of you. The topic which was assigned to me by Dr. Vijaypal is animal welfare in Indian perspectives. There is a great saying by our father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. It is clearly indicating that in the progress of a nation, the animals are the key factor. According to our Indian ethos and our customs and our cultures, we are not only non-violent, but also have compassion for all the living beings. Despite the diverse nature of our society, we have resolved to provide adequate safety and security to the animals. Several mechanisms have been developed to safeguard the animals' security, safety, and welfare over the time. Animal welfare has prime importance in the matter of legislation, policy, as well as practices. As our creed is Ahimsa Paramo Dharma, and our motto is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the entire world is a family. And we have considered the animal as our existence. In the case of the human existence, we are linked with the animal welfare to prevent the cruelty to the animals. As Professor Philip already discussed, all the religions, Jains, Buddha, Hindu, they all teaches us about the kindness and compassion towards the animals. Now this conference is about the animal ethology. It is a new subject. In respect of foraging and feeding behavior, there is a need of further research because animals are not able to express their likes and dislikes. We have to treat the animals like our children. We have to think from the heart, not from the brain. If we want to do something for animal welfare, our heart part is most important than our brain part. And the animals, likewise, their living conditions also impact their behavior. As far as their social and reproductive behavior is concerned, we have to give them a congenial atmosphere so that they should not be threatened of. As you are aware of the growth of the panda in China and conservation of tigers in India, they are quite illustrative here. Chronobiology is a new area which needs further exploration. Like human beings, animal also send signals, and there is need to understand, prepare prescriptions, and establish suitable practices. Dr. Vijaypal, I would like to emphasize this conference will highlight all these hidden and intricate aspects of the animal life. Now there are the 5 freedoms which are given to the animals. The 5 freedoms outline 5 aspects of animal welfare. They were developed in 1965 in UK and were formalized in 1979. The 5 freedoms have been adopted by the veterinarians and organizations, including the World Organization for Animal Health, the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, and the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. The 5 freedoms are freedom from hunger or thirst. Every living creature who has taken the birth on this earth, the creature should get the food and water. And the freedom from discomfort, there is a discomfort, there should be no discomfort to the animal, he should get the proper shelter, freedom from pain, injury or diseases, there's proper diagnosis and treatment of the diseases should be there, freedom to express the normal behavior, the animal should get the proper space to express the normal behavior. As Chini Krishna sir said, in the case of battery hand cages, the A4 size is there for battery for handlings, then it should be more than here the freedom to express the normal behavior should be there. Freedom from fear and distress. There should not be any fear for the animals during their transportation. These are the 5 freedoms which must be taken care of. There are some animal rights. Compassion for all the animals, Article 51A of the Constitution is one of the fundamental duties. Under the sections 428 and 492 of Indian Penal Code, to kill or maim the animal is punishable offense. Abandoning animal is also punishable offense under section 11 of the PC Act. Prohibition of animal slaughter except in slaughterhouses. Stray dogs operated for birth control cannot be captured or relocated. Neglecting animals and keeping in chain for long hours is punishable offense with imprisonment up to 3 months. Monkeys are protected under animal welfare law, cannot be deployed or owned. Bears, tigers, lions, and bulls can neither be trained nor used for entertainment in circuses under subsection of 22 PC Act. Animal sacrifice is illegal. Organization or participation in animal fights is also illegal. One of the gray areas is here coming again, the cosmetic testing, the use of animals in the cosmetic testing. It is banned. But some companies are using the animal, not only using the animal, neither they are taking care of the animals, nor they are doing their rehabilitations. They just use the animals and throw them into the dustbins. This situation is very alarming. Here the cosmetic testing on animals are banned. Import of such cosmetics is also banned. Teasing, feeding, and disturbing animals in zoo is a punishable offense. Capturing, trapping, poisoning, or baiting of any wild animal is also a punishable offense. Disturbing or destroying eggs or nest of the birds, reptiles is a punishable offense. Transportation of animals is in uncomfortable manner causing pain or discomfort to the animal is punishable offense under PC Act and Motor Vehicle Act. Why there is a necessity of animal welfare? World's highest livestock population in India with diverse species is unique. The needs are also as diverse. Except domesticated, other animals when sick, injured, rarely receive veterinary care, particularly homeless animals. The animals used for food, clothing, companionship, scientific research, recreation, and education have a right to feel comfortable and healthy. Due to their vital contribution in agriculture, they have economic values as means of livelihood support to 2/3 of the rural households, as also enrich our culture, civilization, and society. Stray animal population. India is a home to large number of stray and domestic animals. Approximately 2.6 million dogs in urban areas, out of an estimated total of 19 million dogs. More than 20,000 stray cows in the national capital. Innumerable stray pigs, cats, rodents, monkeys, and other feral and wild animals, some of which are pets, are also there, or also stray. These animals in close proximity to crowded human settlement constitute a significant risk for the perpetuation of many zoonotic diseases and transmit infection to humans through contaminated food. Moreover, the presence of stray animals, their carcasses, and excrement create an unpleasant public experiences. There is Anna Partha. Anna Partha in Bundelkhand, in some regions of Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, there is a degradation of the breeds and creep crops are not grown. Because in Anna Partha, during the Rabi crops, after the harvesting of Rabi crops, the people used their animals on the road, used to leave their animals outside the houses. The animals feed in the natural environment, and they also stay outside during the night. And so this will degrade, there is a degradation of the breeds is there, and the peoples are not able to grow up the creep crops because they destroy all the crops. And they block the roads at the night time. Nilgai raising population is also a very alarming situation because there is a disappearance of wolves. When the wolves used to be there, they used to eat the offsprings of the nilgai. But nowadays, wolves have been disappeared, so nilgai population is raising. Growing male population of bull is also economic burden. Due to mechanization of agriculture, we are not using the bulls. Human intolerance and consequent laws and order also creates a great problem. Environment degradation and climate change. Climate change is a great challenge due to change of necessity, demand and supply of food or feed resources. Degradation of soil quality is emerging area of concern. Out of the total 140 million hectares, nearly 120 million hectares of soil suffer degradation. Water is the most critical resource for agriculture. Groundwater is depleting due to overdraw. India has only 4% of the world's freshwater resources. Greenhouse gases, about 18% of the annual greenhouse gases are from the agricultural sector. The major sources of these emissions in the agriculture sector are enteric fermentation, rice cultivation, agriculture soils, manure management, and on-field burning of crop residues. Increase of temperature is the next point. Irrigation requirements in arid and semi-arid regions and estimated to increase by 10% for every 1 degree Celsius rise in temperature. Sea level is also rising. Emerging areas of concern are natural calamities and disasters, earthquakes and floods. These affects the most to the animals. Disturbance in food chain due to shrinking habitats and urbanization. There is a competition between the man and land, and animal-human conflicts are also there. Illegal animal testing, as I have already told. Human jealousy and wrath. Animal welfare system in India. There is a role of Government of India, Animal Welfare Division. It comes under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. The administration of act and the rules is a regulatory, and developmental implementation of the schemes for animal welfare through the Animal Welfare Board of India. We also conduct the training programs through the National Institute of Animal Welfare and programs through the board. As per the provision of PCA Act 1960, Animal Welfare Board of India was established for promoting the welfare of animals through its services. Board ensures the animal welfare in the country, provides financial support to the animal welfare organizations, awareness and educate the public, and advise the state and central governments or other agencies on animal welfare issues. Mandate of the Animal Welfare Board of India is to prevention of necessary pain or suffering to the animals in terms of provision of the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960 and rules thereunder in the country. India's Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act provided for establishment of statutory body, Animal Welfare Board of India, for the promotion of animal welfare generally and for the purpose of protecting animals from being subjected to unnecessary pain or suffering in particular. The creation of the board in 1962 to implement the anti-cruelty law led to the framing of a series of specific rules about animal welfare. Animal Welfare Board of India was set up in 1962. The well-known humanitarian Shrimati Rukmani Devi Arundel was the chairperson of the board. The board has been the face of the animal welfare in the country for the last 56 years. The board is under the administrative control of Animal Welfare Division of Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. The board consists of 28 members, 6 members, 4 from Lok Sabha and 2 from Rajya Sabha. The board reconstituted on 1st March 2017 for a period of 3 years. Government of India set up a statutory panel, the committee for the purpose of control and supervision of experiments on animals. The rules were made in 1998, 2001 and 2006. And under this, there are several departmental institutional animal ethics committee were formed, which look after the cruelty against the animals in the test or in testing animals. And there is a compendium were also released by the ministry in which all the rules and regulations are laid, and it's a good for all the company persons and for all the persons who are using animal in research and testing. The new initiatives of AWBI, stray animals. The problem of homeless animals, especially cow, dogs, cats, monkeys, have become rampant in all parts of the country, where it is rural, urban or semi-urban. Therefore, priority would be given to such helpless animals with adequate shelter, food and water. Accordingly, the advisory has been issued to all the state, union territories, the local authorities should take care of stray animals, otherwise it will be treated as cruelty. In addition to prevent cruelty, these authorities have been asked to prevent nuisance like dog and monkey biting, etc., by effectively implementing sterilization and immunization programs to control their population. Advisories for better coordination has also been released. The Animal Welfare Board of India has issued an advisory to all the state governments and union territories for revival of cattle ponds and kanji houses and ensure that the shelters are not to be used beyond their capacity. Further, the board decided to issue authorization for inspection and visit the animal welfare organizations, system to be followed for tagging of animals, action for appointment of nodal officer, implementation of rules and regulations for licensing of animals. Honorable Supreme Court in 2008 issued the directions for the constitution of state animal welfare boards at the state level, district animal welfare societies for prevention of cruelty to animals at district level. Gochar and grazing lands. Depletion of gochar and grazing lands has also reached to a critical stage, and consequent animal sufferings for want of food and fodder. Due to depletion and encroachment of gochar land, the animals and cattle rearing face extreme hardship and sufferings. Honorable Supreme Court of India has directed that the gochar land should be protected and preserved and must be used only for the purpose of animal welfare. Board has issued strict advisories to all the states and union territories that gochar land shall be used only for the animal welfare and encroached gochar land should be restored. New initiatives which are taken by the AWBI. AWBI provides various types of grants such as cattle rescue grants, natural calamity grants, provision of proper shelter homes, animal birth control program, ambulance of animals in distress. More than 200 and 250 cruelty complaints are addressed by the AWBI every year through guiding complaints or urging the concerned law enforcement authorities to intervene and act. Due to the efforts of AWBI, 35 state animal welfare boards and 178 SPCAs have been constituted in the country for ensuring implementation and enforcement of the PCA Act and rules framed under effectively at the ground level. The board has facilitated conduct of 8 honorary district animal welfare officer training programs and a total of 194 honorary state animal welfare officer, honorary state legal animal welfare officers, honorary district animal welfare officers were trained during 2018 to 19. The board has issued more than 7,000 colony animal caretaker ID cards for the welfare of animals. Animal Welfare Organizations India. There are several organizations which are attached with the animal welfare programs, like first is our organization, Animal Welfare Board of India, then National Institute of Animal Welfare, Blue Cross of India, Blue Cross of Hyderabad, the Wildlife Rescue and Rehabilitation Center, PETA India, Animal Aid Unlimited, Buddha Society for Animal Welfare Trust, Group of Animal Lovers for Betterment of Birds and Animals in Gujarat, and these all help in suffering. Now, what is the role of veterinarians? Veterinary professionals with wide range of expertise and skills examine and assess the welfare of animals in their environment. The veterinary community provides the means to accomplish good animal welfare through disease prevention, medical treatment, shelter, good management, proper nutrition, humane transportation, and humane killing. Veterinarians cooperate with legislature, livestock and food industries, animal welfare organizations, consumer organizations to improve the welfare and well-being of animals. Animal welfare programs, projects, initiatives on different national and international levels promote the welfare and the protection of animals in different fields. Animal welfare task ahead. Increase animal productivity while simultaneously ensuring good animal welfare and protecting food security. The animal welfare is intrinsically related to public health, food safety, and long-term economic development. Physical health and biological functioning of the animals is important for animal welfare, treatment of the diseases, injury, and malnutrition, and are intrinsic to animal welfare. Pain, distress, and hunger are common concerns that need timely redressal and remedy. Burning issues. are regarding the policy matters. The concept of One Health is a holistic approach to address human, animal, and ecosystem health, emphasizing the role of veterinarians to address the risk and emergence of zoonotic diseases and promoting basic healthcare needs. Every veterinarian swears an oath not only to protect the animal health, but also welfare, to not only relieve animal suffering and to prevent it, defining the goals, responsibilities of a veterinarian. Now here come another body, the Veterinary Council of India. The Veterinary Council of India initiates new policies of veterinary education. The veterinary profession is well prepared and responsible to use its skills and expertise to help animal owners, volunteers, managers, and the public to provide the best practices and education about animal welfare. The profession has great potential, opportunity, and responsibility to engage in employment to deliver animal welfare services for the benefit of the society and for the benefit of all the animals. Hence, the veterinarians should continue to identify the current needs and future developments and ensure the veterinarians are always properly trained in the field of animal welfare. Veterinarians have the necessary skills and tools to meet the social expectations and profession obligations regarding animal welfare. In addition, veterinarians should make themselves available to cooperate with all interested people, volunteers, to improve the welfare and well-being of animals. The Indian Veterinary Council Act, published in Extraordinary Gazette of India on 21st August 1984, was enacted to regulate the veterinary practice and to establish the Veterinary Council of India and state veterinary councils. Now, what is the way forward? There is a need for coordinated approach for animal welfare from all the non-government organizations, animal activists, animal lovers. Such events, and the event should be organized at the state capitals and union territories across the country, and let all the animal lovers unite. Thank you so much.